Good morning. Happy Monday, September 22nd, 2025. And for some reason, I've decided to change up the verse of the day. Now, I'll continue to read the Spanish verse of the day from the app version, but I believe that I'm supposed to be reading. Now, I have this devotional. This is my second year that I'm reading it. I bought it last year in 2024. And as you can see, these are my notes. Let me see. These are my notes from 2024. And I love this devotional. It's titled "Be Still and Know," and I absolutely love it, and I have recommended it to many people in the past. Anyone can read the YouVersion app verse of the day. You have it; it's at your fingertips. So why not bring you a different devotional, right, from another place? So that's what I thought. By the way, the verse of the day through YouVersion is Mark 9:23, which is Jesus said to him, "If you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes." If you believe. So the title for this devotional is Embracing Weakness. And the verse that they use is James 4:10, and it reads, "Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he will lift you up." And then he reads, "Do you ever find yourself suddenly aware of your own glaring weaknesses? Aware that if left up to your own good works, you wouldn't stand a chance of attaining salvation? We should find great comfort in the fact that we are nothing without salvation in Christ Jesus. Thankfully, God made a way for us to be united with him despite impatience, selfishness, anger, and pride. God deeply cares for us and patiently sustains us with steady, faithful, and adoring love. Amazingly, his love even goes beyond this to embrace and transform our weaknesses when we yield it to him. Weakness isn't something to be feared or hidden. Weakness submitted to God allows the power of Christ to work in and through us. And I have so many weaknesses, so many. I am working in and on my transformation with the grace of the Lord. And there's so much that I still need to work on, or he needs to work on me. And it's funny because I always say it's funny because normally I write 2 pages in my journal. Today was 3. Um, one of the impatience is one of my weaknesses. I'm working on that. Pride, it's another. Not being hospitable, it's another. I mean, if you come and visit me, of course I'm going to be hospitable, but being hospitable to those people that are very hard to be. And I struggle with that because I'm not a hypocrite. And although I try to be nice, and diplomatic about things, if my heart rejects you for whatever reason, because most likely you earned that rejection, something you must have said to me or done to me, it's a normal way of protecting yourself. So you get into this cocoon, right, and the shell, and then you don't let any those people enter. And I struggle with that because if we want to be disciples, I want to believe that I am a disciple of Jesus. Disciple means that I'm a student, right? That I'm learning to be like him. So if I want to be like Jesus, I need to let go of all of that. And I struggle. I struggle with it all the time. I have given it to the Lord. I've submitted it to God because I definitely need his help with that. I'm not doing very well. Not yet. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Nobody's perfect, but we should work towards perfection, perfecting those imperfections, but to be like Jesus, which he is perfect. But how can I talk about the word and the Bible and Jesus and have all this dragging behind me? And it's funny. I keep saying that it's funny because in my daily walk, in my daily intentional time with the Lord, reading the word, I read a chapter from the Old Testament, as I've told you before in my lives, and I read a chapter of the New Testament and then the verses of the day. And today from the New Testament, it was First Timothy 3. And Paul outlines the qualities required for overseers, the elders, and deacons, emphasizing the integrity, self control, and faithfulness. Of course, I'm not a deacon or a seer or anything close to that, remotely close, but it's interesting that I'm saying these things of my baggage. And First Timothy 3 is telling us how those entrusted with the church should be and should behave. Anyways, have a wonderful, blessed day. And if you speak Spanish and you want to join me every morning at 9 a.m., Un Proverbio al Día mantiene la sabiduría, where I go live on TikTok to read Proverbs of the day, other verses, my life experiences, and my perception of the word. Have a blessed day.